Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming. Oh, hope you all had a good weekend, especially those of you in Canada who had a long weekend like I did. Spent some time with my folks. It was a nice time. On Saturday morning, we were having like a big building-wide garage sale kind of thing. Made $237. So that's pretty good. I know I'm a few minutes late. That's not my fault. That's because VTS decided that it had a super special mandatory update that couldn't have been done automatically and only was going to run once I actually ran the software. So that was fun. But yeah, so we are here and we are ready to rumble, if a little bit tired, but 230 time to splurge on more Squirrel art. I would, but it is cash. As is the case generally with garage sales. So it's probably going to go towards groceries. And possibly some ramen, because there is a new ramen place beside the grocery store, so... I could do that, but that would mean I would have to go to a bank, which is a gigantic pain in the ass, because they are not as close as I would like them to be. But it's fine. I've got plenty of options for what to use it for, and it should be fun to have a little bit of extra spending money. So yeah, last time we were checking out this facility that was locked down and supposedly had some stuff that belongs to our doctor friend. And now we found that the only remaining survivor has kind of lost his marbles. And there's apparently a genetically modified lizard in the basement here that we need to murder the hell out of. So with all of that said, we are, I believe, about to enter the lizard's lair, and its name is Billy. That is canon, that his name has been designated as Billy in-game. So we're gonna go stab Billy in the face. Or blow him up. That's probably more likely. We don't have a lot of actual stabbing, except for Glory, who I think is in our party right now. I think we brought Blitz, Glory, and Iger. Alright, the door is maglocked shut, and it appears that someone in the not-too-distant past has smeared its surface with feces. Fun. The door's key swipe access system has clearance B access only printed on its case. Let's swipe. The key panel's LED indicator blips from red to green, and the lock thunks open. Oh. Yeah, here we go. I'm guessing that this is Billy. Yeah, that's Billy. Oh yeah, and we can see his health now because we took extra points in, I believe it was intelligence? And there's a couple of hellhounds. Alright. Alright. So we got some options here. Right. We are up front with 60 health and a whole bunch of armor, which I'm not super thrilled about. I don't know if Billy is going to come in after us, because he didn't move at all. So I don't know if he's going to move until we move towards him. So I think what I would like to do is deal with these hellhounds first. So let's strip you. And zap ya. Very good. Glory. What can you do? Can you... Oh, you don't need to do that because they don't have any armor anymore. Let's see. Let's do this because this might do AP damage. Very good. Alright, and he's bleeding, and he is now tapped for the turn. Blitz. Go into command mode. Max. Get some defensive position. Blitz. Let's move Blitz to the corner here. And then Iger... I guess we'll move you there. She does have a bead on this one. Albeit using the accuracy up. It does pierce armor, so you know what? Let's give it a shot. Very good, we got a crit. Oh, okay, no, Billy is moving. Oh! Billy has a petrifying gaze. Okay, that's not great. Ah, crap. No, I can't fireball this turn because I have to strip his armor, otherwise we're screwed. There we go. What I can do is shoot a flamethrower at him, though. Actually, before I do that, doesn't Blitz have a way of giving others more... No, that was D-Trick, who can increase accuracy for other people. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, here it is. Mark enemy, causing them to become easier to hit. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's what I was looking for. Okay, now, let's fire zap him. Solid. I definitely think stripping his armor was the right call. Oh, okay. Almost guaranteed hit with the, shotgun. Let's see. Ongoing damage. We don't need to strip armor. Imbalance make them easier to hit. Yeah, let's just go with this. 5% less accuracy is fine, because we can hit him better. Billy is a basilisk, yeah. Now he's an on-fire basilisk. And... you know what? Let's scattershot him. Why not? Good, he's down to... Actually, I can't actually see his HP, and I don't know why. Because I should be able to. Maybe he has too many status effects? No, that shouldn't be the case, because this one doesn't have any status effects, but... maybe it only shows us the initial HP, rather than the ongoing HP. Which is weird, but, whatever. Alright, max. What is this? Oh, AP damage. Yeah, let's go. Minus 8 AP? How much AP does this thing have? I guess 8. Alright, well, the dog's back in business. Which is not great, because I am now wounded. But... we need to finish off Billy before he becomes more of a problem. So... I guess I can ignore my wound for now. And just... fireball. Very good. That puts Billy very low. And the Hellhound too, for that matter. And they're both on fire. Just like me. Wait, no, I'm not on fire. Who's on fire? Why does it look like someone's on fire here? Because it's not me, because I'm not showing as on fire. Glory is still petrified. I don't know how long that lasts. But yeah, Blitz, I guess shoot this Hellhound? No, you can shoot, Billy. There we go, Billy's down. Alright. Oh, and that, unpetrified Glory. Okay, awesome. So with that in mind, yeah, let's do the AP damage attack. Very good. It seems like they've got more than 2 AP, though, because he's not, sleeping. So let's do... we don't want to do the... we could do this one. No, that lowers damage. Let's just do a standard attack. Still not dead. It is bleeding, but not enough. Iger... that one's on fire. I'm not super worried about that. This one's more of a threat. Let's just shoot this... oh wait, no, because I don't want to use the shotgun, because then we're probably going to hit one of our allies. Well, maybe not. Okay, let's... use our super aim and shoot this Hellhound. Very good, Hellhound's down. Chances of hitting with this are low. So I guess we'll just risk the damage. Oh, well, we missed, but we didn't hit our allies, so that's good. She could yeet a grenade, but that would not solve the problem of not hitting my allies. Alright, Max, finish off this thing, please. Oh, actually, use your aim up. There we go. Why are we still in initiative? Max, check the room. Oh! They have an ambush Hellhound. How sneaky. How dare they? Alright, well, we're gonna strip off his armor and zap him. Or not. Whatever. Glory. Yeah, sure, go for the bleeding. Very good, and we strip the AP, so he can't make an attack. I think they have 3 AP then. Wait, no. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how much AP. Okay, so he is saying -2 AP, and he is sleeping, so I guess they have 2? I don't know why that didn't tap out the other Hellhound when we got rid of 2 AP, but it is what it is. Alright, take another hit. Very good. Blitz. Can you? No, because you don't have line of sight. Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything in this top room here. Because Max isn't showing any interacts. Can't move all the way over there. So, you know what? Let's put Blitz in this nice, cozy position here. Now, Iger. Let's get Iger behind the Hellhound. And take a shot. Missed on a 92%. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's bring Max back. Oh, can Max pick up whatever's on the Basilisk? The executive keycard. Okay, solid. Now it's my turn again. I think we can just mana bolt the shit out of this thing. Oh, so close. Okay, I guess a standard... Actually, you know what? Let's heal our wound. While we have the opportunity. And Glory can finish him off. Or miss. There we go. Alright, let's just quickly search the area. Okay, nothing there. Really, nothing else in Billy's lair. That's surprising. I thought that there would be something there. But I guess not. So, let's book it. Since there's nothing else down here, we cleared out the rest of the downstairs last week. So now we need to go to the executive suite. The door is hermetically sealed. Months of disuse have left it covered in a thick coat of dust. A simple swipe key access system has been mounted into the doorframe. Block letters, "We slew the foul beast for the glory of the Night Kings of Lightninghold." Sure. I'm sure that, what's-his-face will be very pleased with our success. A simple swipe key access system has been mounted into the doorframe. Block letters on the system's case read executive clearance only. You know what? I think let's go talk to him first, because I suspect that he might try to take the card from us, and then we can murder him. He lurches toward you with a start. You're back. Is Billy dead? Have you retrieved the long-lost keycard E? Yeah, I've got it, but there's something that I want to talk with you about first. Very well, ask your questions, but hurry. His eyes bulge. I want those snacks. You're really into that Night Kings of Lightninghold show, aren't you? Staring at you, he slowly nods. It is my life. My entire life. My reason for being. Blitz smirks. Wow, must be rough being that big a fan and not having seen the ending. He reels as though he's been struck. You're saying that there's more? Yeah, the last episode before it got cancelled. You know, the hastily written final chapter where you find out what happens with the Jubathon invasion. I had always thought that they had left the ending to the imagination, like a beautiful dream. He fidgets uncomfortably. But now the dream is over. I will never know peace until I have seen its conclusion for myself. He lurches forward, his hands clasped in supplication. You must help me. You must find a way to show me the final episode. I need it. I'm willing to bet that I could do that, Chief. This guy might not know how to disengage the quarantine, but I'll bet that I can. And once we've reestablished the building's matrix connection, it'd be no big deal for me to download the last episode for him to watch. If nothing else, it'll keep him occupied for a while. Yeah, go ahead. Sure thing, Chief. The terminals in this building are all networked together, so I should be able to drop the quarantine from any computer in the place. Oh, thank you, thank you! Tears stream down his cheeks. This is the happiest day of my life. Okay, buddy. Okay, new optional... Oh, here we go. We can do that from here. Okay, it looks like the media setup's wired into the building's security system. Yeah, have Blitz disengage the quarantine protocols. Alright, Chief. Watch me work. Blitz plugs his cyber deck into the terminal and punches the escape key with a flourish. A second later, he hits the Y key. The building lights flicker. That can't have been it. You still have to do something else, right? Jack into the Matrix or something? Nope, that's it. Quarantine disengaged. Now to get Phil the last episode of his bullshit trid show. His fingers dance over the deck's keypad. A few minutes later, he glances up with a smile. Done and done. The horrible conclusion to that terrible show is waiting for Phil on his media center. You want to know how it ends? Hey, Ray, thanks for coming. Not particularly. Too bad, because I'm telling you anyway. Titonius Rex and his elf sweetie's dad make up, a bunch of elves fight the Jubathons and get their asses kicked, and the whole Karabork the Demon Lord subplot is dropped because the show's effects budget got cut. In the end, Titonius saves Lightning Hold by rallying a peasant revolt. It comes out of nowhere, barely makes sense, and the whole thing ends in a vomit-inducing love scene. It's a goddamn train wreck. Hey, whatever, as long as it keeps Phil happy. Okay, let's go tell Phil. So Game of Thrones Season 8. I don't know, it's, probably... Or not yet. It's probably at least shorter than, Game of Thrones Season 8. Alright, the quarantine's off now. The final episode of your show is on the records computer. Yes! Peace will be known and brought to the land. Phil takes off running in the direction of the records room. Hey, we got karma for that. That's nice. Now let's go and check out the executive suite before we give him the keycard. Alright, let's swipe it. The key panel's lights blip to a more pleasant hue and the door unlocks. Now, is there... Oh, he's... I thought that he was distracted with his show. You have given me everything, my whole heart's desire. The hidden knowledge of Titonius Rex's victory is mine, and I will be a better ruler for it. And also, I have sugary snacks. Philip stares into your eyes, his entire body is trembling. I have it all, and all thanks to you, noble she-elf. All thanks to you. One has to wonder what was even the cause of the quarantine. Well, I assume the cause was Billy. Because I assume that they do not want a, murderous basilisk running around. That's what I figured the cause of the quarantine was. Well, no, Blitz turned off the quarantine. The quarantine was to lock down the place after Billy escaped. I'm pretty sure we read something about that. Basilisks are common where Komodo dragons used to be. Well, yes, but this one was genetically modified to be incredibly dangerous. No problem, Phil. I do have a few more questions for you, though. Please, my friend, go ahead. Ask whatever you will. I will gladly answer. I want to know about the prototype BioWare. More dangerous than a Komodo dragon. Yes, very much more dangerous than a Komodo dragon. Komodo dragons can't turn you to stone. Alright, tell me about the prototype BioWare. He shrugs. It's BioWare. Pretty standard stuff. Pain editors, trauma dampers, orthoskin, things like that. And all of it was reverse engineered from existing BioWare products, right? I've read up on Sutherland's process. Yes, that's right. Knockoffs. He nods slowly. Dangerous work. Illegal most places, but not here in Berlin. Our investor needed it that way. I guess that explains why Esquivel didn't hire a company in Spain. He nods eagerly. Yes, too risky. Here in Berlin, no problems with the law, because there is no law. Just have to be careful. All for naught now, though. Our copies were good, just like the real thing, but who cares? It's all just meat in the end. If you won't miss that, meat, I'll take it off your hands. Go right ahead. Fill your pockets. Take whatever you like. I, on the other hand, will avail myself of the snack bar. Alright, tell me about your peasantry. I love them. They're like family to me. When I'm hungry, they're the ones who harvest the meat for me to cook from the cultured organ lab. When I'm in need of company, they keep me warm. They're drones, not people. You get that, right? They are people. They're my people. He crosses his arms over his chest. Just because you can't understand our bond, that doesn't mean it isn't real. Let it go, Cassie. You aren't going to change his mind. He's too far gone. You will see. You may have killed 3 of my peasants, but I can activate more. He rubs his chin, grinning. They will return to me, and I will show them the love that only a true ruler can. I will bathe them in my affection, and they... hang on a second. Just how many more peasants do you have in this building? Oh, hundreds. He beams at you. Oh, shit. The security system here is quite state-of-the-art. User-friendly, too. It didn't take long to figure out how to make some peasants wake up and others go to sleep. I allow the majority of my peasantry to rest peacefully, basking in the benevolence of my rule. I could wake them at any time, but why? I say, let them rest. That's probably for the best. Can we talk about something else? He blinks. Of course, what do you need? I want to know a little more about the underworld. He nods slowly. The nether realm that lies beneath the hallowed halls of Sutherland Bioscience, a nightmarish labyrinth of dripping pipes and filthy brickwork. Billy rules supreme down there now. To set foot into the underworld means certain death. We dealt with that already. Strange that somebody would build a labyrinth under a biotech company. It is, isn't it? It's a mystery, a conundrum. What could they have intended it for? The torture of the innocent? Or perhaps the builders had the prescience to foresee the coming of Billy. Or maybe they intended it for basic sanitation. It's a sewer too, by the way. His voice lowers to an ominous whisper. But it is also a nightmare labyrinth of... Yeah, I gotcha. Let's talk about something else. Very well. Alright. Oh, here we go. What happened here? What caused the lockdown? A calamitous series of events. It began with a spilled cup of soy calf and ended in terror and blood. He falls silent. There's a long, awkward pause. And? He blinks confusedly. You want more? Yes, that wasn't an explanation. He sighs. Then you shall have one. Where to begin? On the morning of the lockdown, all was well. Giesler, an executive, was making his rounds, walking from console to console to check up on us. He held a bubbling cup of soy calf in his stubby little hands. We all knew that food and drink were forbidden outside of the employee lounge, but Giesler was a proud man, and he would not obey the rules. His pride was our undoing. He tripped and fell, and his soy calf spilled into a console in the animal testing wing. There was a terrible snap of shorting circuits, coupled with the stench of ozone. All over the building, emergency lights flashed and alarms blared. The building went into quarantine mode. He raises his voice and gestures theatrically. Doors locked and slammed closed. We were all trapped like rats inside, but we were not afraid. We were sure that the malfunction would be fixed within the hour. We did not know what was coming for us. Unbeknownst to any of us, Giesler's devil beverage had done more than initiate a false quarantine. It had also shorted the locks on Billy's cage. The albino basilisk slipped its bonds, and in that moment, its reign of terror began. Okay, so it wasn't specifically well, maybe it was because of Billy. Like, if the short released Billy, it's possible that the quarantine was because Billy's cage was opened, not just because of short in the system. His voice climbs to a roar. Within a half hour of the spill, Billy had slaughtered everyone who could have disengaged the lockdown. Executives were torn limb from limb, their business attire was shredded, their expenditure reports bathed in blood, and the rest of us were trapped inside with the savage beast. He falls silent, blinking. As you watch, his expression clouds. When he speaks again, his voice is small. In the end, only Heiner and I remained. We managed to trap Billy in the underworld, but there was no hope of escape for us. It's been 2 years. Someone must have come knocking before now. No. As far as the outside world was concerned, we were still under quarantine protocols. Nobody knew why. And nobody cared. The building had presumably been sealed for a reason, and the world at large wasn't in a hurry to crack it open again. Heiner and I found ourselves completely isolated from the outside world, with a terrible creature running loose in the basement. Our choices were to give up and die, or to make the best of it. The manic cheer that you've come to expect floods back into the lab tech. He spreads his arms wide, a knowing smile on his face. And as you can see, we chose the latter. We persevered and eventually transformed this husk of a building into the glorious kingdom that you find yourself standing in today. It was all for the best in the end. I tamed this land and I have grown to love it. I will never live anywhere else. Okay, buddy. We'll see you around. Yeah, later. I guess we can't use the snack bar. We don't get any Choco Nibs. How incredibly disappointing. What is this? Something's sparking here. Why is a chalkboard sparking? Is there anything in here? Nope, that's just a bathroom. Probably a monitor? Maybe. It's still weird that it's sparking like that. That's not how monitors work. Alright, the BioWare samples. Okay, so I think that means we've done everything. Yeah. Time to get the hell out of here and leave Philip to his snacks, I suppose. Or actually, is there anything else we can talk to him about? No. Alright, that's it. Alright, where was the way out? Here it is. Let's get our guys over. And get back to the cruise bazaar. As you emerge, blinking, into the light of day, you find yourself standing face to face with a veritable wall of security personnel. A man in an expensive suit raises a megaphone to shout at you. Oh, great. You, stay right where you are. Who the hell are you? You will place the stolen BioWare samples in what that you're carrying on the ground, then lie on your belly with your hands on your head. Do it now, or I will order my men to open fire. Yeah, I didn't steal anything. The owner of this material commissioned me to retrieve it for him. Escobar, you mean? Yes, we all know about him. He has quite a reputation back in Spain. We're with Chihuahuas, street scum, and that material infringes on 15 of our company's patents. The organs that you're carrying are based on our intellectual property. This is unbelievable. The place is locked down for 2 years, and you chose today to come visit? You think that's a coincidence? We came when the quarantine was broken. Oh, so because we gave him the episode, these guys came. We've had eyes on this place since the lockdown went into effect. You called us here when you opened the... Oh, no, when we opened the doors. Okay, so it was not because we were nice. Why the wait? You could have broken into this place months ago. The building was quarantined, idiot. It's cheaper to set up a camera than it is to mount a hazmat cleanup effort. As long as the counterfeit merchandise was contained, we didn't care that it was in there, but it will not hit the streets. Now shut your mouth and hit the floor, or I'll order my men to open fire. Don't make me kill you, man. He shakes his head in disgust. Idiot Shadowrunner, you people don't know when to keep your mouth shut. Men, open fire. All right! Philip coming in clutch! A shrill voice crackles over the building's intercom system. It reverberates through the empty streets. You will not threaten this woman, Jubathon dog. The fuck? Too long have my people lived in fear of your aggression. I, Philip Rex, will protect this land from your mongrel deprivations. The corporate spokesman turns to address the security officers behind him. You two, enter the building, find whoever's on that intercom, and silence him. Yes, sir. He turns back to face you, reaching for the sidearm on his hip. And as for you, why haven't we shot him yet? The lab tech's voice rings down from the speakers. Underneath it, you can hear the distinctive sound of fingers hammering on a keyboard. Peasants, arise and defend your home. You need only believe in yourselves. The power is yours. Oh, I bet this is because we gave him the last episode with the peasant revolt. Let's go! The fact he's playing it out of the speakers too, yeah, the theme song. Aw, dang it, they got a healer? Alright, we're gonna have to make them not alive no more. Alright. Look at all of these targets. I don't like that this man in suit has so much armor, but with so many targets that I believe... Are they all in? No, I can't hit all of them. I thought I might be able to. I can hit 3 of them. That's not bad. Yeah, let's fireball these guys. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Glory. Then Iger can eat a grenade. Maybe. Yeah, I guess if I send Glory after this one, that's fine. Can you... No, you can't use that one, but you can use this one. Very good. Blitz. Control mode. Alright, Max. Let's see, and she's increased chance of a crit, increased accuracy. What are my odds of hitting? Not great. But 50-50 chance to do AP damage. It's not a bad idea, but I kind of want to put Max into, some sort of defensive position here. Yeah, let's get Max over there, and then we'll take an aimed shot at the mage. Or not. Alright, Blitz needs to get behind cover of some kind. Yeah, we'll put Blitz over here. Now, Iger. Let's see. I guess I could use this. Oh, that actually could hit all 4 of them. Alright. Let's... Odds aren't great, but we can try. Very nice, we got them all. Not a lot of damage, but we also locked them down for an entire round, so that's pretty awesome. And it only took 1 AP. Which means that I can get a better shot on this mage. Awesome. Wait, I thought I locked him down. Oh shit, they've got a conjurer too. Oh, how annoying. that's good. That's one down. That grenade bot can't hit anything worth a shit. Alright, well, I can't use, Wait, is this the... Oh, yeah, that's the man in the suit, so let's strip him. Because fuck that. Then let's try and do some AP damage. Oh, I can... Jeez, that's, not great aims. Let's see if we can mark him. 64% chance. Let's go for it. Marked. Excellent. Alright, now let's try and hit him. There we go. AP reduction. Very good. Glory. He's got no more armor, so I don't need to rend armor on him. Let's... Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's just do regular swipes on him. Very good, he's almost dead, and he's bleeding now, so he should probably die. Oh no, he's only got bleeding 2, and he's got 3 HP. So he's 1 HP shy of dying immediately. Oh, but he's also on fire. Okay, so he's just dead. Alright, alright, Iger. This one is also on fire with 27, 6. Oh, I can probably... Oh no, he's on fire, so at the start of the turn, Knight Errant is gonna... the mage is gonna die. You need to die. 73%. What if... No, my sniper is not more accurate here. Alright, let's just try and shoot him. Or not. That worked. That brings him down to critical levels, so I think the fire is going to kill him. Max. These 3 are all going to die. Conjurer is the next most dangerous target, so let's... Actually, how many more enemies are there? These 3 are all dead. There's 3 more. I need to get Blitz into a better position. Oh wait, this is Max. Oh. Whoops, thought this was... Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, those 3 all died. That's fine. Ow! How dare you throw acid at, Max? Okay, the grenade bot is doing nothing. Okay, so... this one's ours, that's ours. Let's see, there's the Inferno. I need to get rid of this Conjurer before he loses control over his Inferno. I can't get behind any sort of... Oh, I guess I could get here. It's not great, but it's something. Yeah, let's try to pop him. Okay, it's something. He's at 8. Not on fire, unfortunately. But, I think I can probably just stab him to death. Very good. And there goes his conjuration. Which means that I can now slash the other one, but the other one does have armor. So let's do armor stripping. There we go. Alright, now it's Blitz's turn. Let's just try and mark this guy. He's the last target available. Now Iger can pull out the, sniper. 1 bullet, single target. This increases accuracy and pierces armor. Let's go. Alright, regular attack number, I guess. And that's that. As the smoke begins to clear, a cry of jubilation sounds out over the Sutherland Bioscience Building's intercom system. We've done it! We've done it, my friends! The Jubathon hordes have been defeated! With this great victory, I declare a new age of exploration and commerce. My peasants will form trade agreements with our neighboring kingdoms for the betterment of all. Yeah, Phil, I hope that works out for you. Farewell, stalwart she-elf. We will remember you always. You hear the rustling sound of Phil pushing himself away from the intercom. A few seconds later, the building's external speakers fall silent. Okay. I guess that is that. I think the, whoever was over here is probably gone. Oh, no, they're still here. Do they want to talk now? No, they still don't want to talk. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. I think we've had enough of Phil and his lightning champions or whatever. Is this the truck? No? Where's the... Oh, it's this direction. Right, we have to go to the U-Bahn. We didn't take the truck here. Night Kings of Lightning Hold. Sorry. Yeah, let's get the heck out of here. The U-Bahn trip back from the Adenauerplatz is a shaky one. Surprisingly, the train is packed. The only empty seats are at the very back of the car. A haggard-looking young mother marches down the aisle, dragging her 3 screaming children behind her. 2 boys and a girl, each around 6 years old. As the woman nears you, her eyes fix on the frozen pouches of bioengineered meat that you liberated from Sutherland's executive freezer. She opens her mouth to say something, but at that moment, the little girl jams a finger into her brother's nose. The boy howls, and the young mother's shoulders slump. Slowly, robotically, she turns back toward her destination and begins to trundle forward, dragging her squalling offspring forward with the solemnity of a funeral procession. Eventually, the train hums to a stop. You debark gratefully, lugging a freezer's worth of BioWare samples behind you. The mother is dead inside. Alright, we got more karma. Alright, now we gotta go give them back to... What's-his-face? I wish they wouldn't reset the Fog of War on the Cruise Bazaar every time that we come back. Where was he? He was over here somewhere. Yeah. Hey, Ezekiel! Escabol, whatever your name is. Escabol's expression brightens when he catches sight of you. Ah, you're back. Do you have my merchandise? I do. In fact, it's right here. He greedily snatches the samples from your hands. So you do. Yes, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. Good work, Cassie. The doctor turns away, rifling through the samples and inspecting their labels. He looks like a kid in a candy store. As per our agreement, there will be no monetary compensation for this run, but if you give me a moment, I will add the samples that you've recovered to my inventory. He looks over the samples that you brought him, and eagerly begins punching their serial numbers into his PDA. I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised. And now, if you'll excuse me, his sentence trails off as he returns his attention to his merchandise. Hang on, there are a few more details that we need to discuss. Fine, but let's make this quick, alright? I want to get this merchandise logged into inventory before it starts to thaw. Yes, Red, we will do that. We're just going through story now. The Shiowas Corporation had eyes on that building. I had to fight one of their retrieval teams. Oh? I can't say that I'm surprised. They were instrumental in engineering my downfall back in Spain. The bastards brought all manner of drummed-up charges against me. The tabloid press had a field day. I wouldn't worry about Shiowas. They may have their files on me, but they won't take any direct action against the Cruise Bazaar. I have information on several of their executives that would be quite embarrassing if it ever came to light. One of the researchers survived. He's gone insane in there over the past couple of years. He refuses to leave. Thinks that he's something called a Night King. How tragic. He pauses for a moment, considering, then shrugs. As far as I'm concerned, he can stay there for as long as he likes. The lease is paid through 2061, and I don't need the building for anything. That's uncharacteristically generous of you, Doctor. The money's already spent, Cassie. I can't get a refund, and the cleanup costs on getting the building up and running would ruin me. So it's going to sit idle one way or the other. Anyway, I already have what I need from the facility. If your little friend wants to play out his fantasies in there, he's more than welcome to. I wash my hands of it. Don't you want to know what caused the lockdown? A flicker of irritation passes over his face. He reluctantly turns back to face you. Yes, yes, I suppose that I do. Go ahead, tell me. I'm all ears. It was a stupid accident. Somebody spilled soy calf on a control console, and a bunch of test animals killed the researchers. That's... Ugh. He grimaces. That is frustrating. But I suppose that's all water under the bridge. I have my merchandise after all. Well, that's all I needed. I'll let you get back to your inventory. Alright, so does he have them in stock now? Oh, we have this too. I found this schematic. Can you make and install it? Interesting. These types of implanted injectors have become popular with some of the local gangs. Yes, I can install it, though I will need payment for the materials. Alright, so let's check his cyber right now. Let's see. Oh, so this is the auto-injector that we just found. Accuracy increased by 6%, and incoming damage increased by 3 for 3 rounds of combat. Meh. Not worth the essence. We already got the adrenal contractor. Let's see. Oh, this is BioWare. Influence others subconsciously, granting the user a subtle edge, gives +1 charisma. But this is a body one. We already have a body slot for this thing. So we can't use any other body stuff. Let's see, what other BioWare do we have here? This is also body, which just gives +1 armor. The cerebral booster boosts intelligence by 1. Oh, this is the one that we just got, the bliss injector. Incoming damage reduced by 3 and strength reduced by 1 for 4 rounds. That's not great. Alright, platelet factory. BioWare increases thrombocyte production to a high level, lessening trauma from recent wounds. I assume that means it reduces damage? You're playing a caster, though, so essence cost. Yes, which is why I'm probably not going to buy any of these that have an essence cost unless they're really good. At most, you can afford to lose 1 essence point. Alright. Let's see, enhanced articulation. Coats and lubricates joint surfaces of the legs to provide extreme fluidity of motion, +1 dodge and +1 quickness. That's actually not bad, honestly. For half an essence, that might be worth it. The muscle aug braids fluorinated polymers into existing muscle tissue to increase physical performance, +1 quickness and strength. Toxin exhaler. Implants a genetically tailored toxin sac above the larynx, popular among assassins. Grants a close-range poison attack, 10 damage, 4 ongoing. That's actually pretty cool, but we don't get up and close and personal. Pain editor. Oh, that has an essence cost of 0. A cluster of specialized nervous tissue that filters out pain responses. Oh, it's +1 willpower, but -1 intelligence. We don't want to lose our intelligence. Not even for more willpower. Let's see. Bright light. No, we don't want that. Induction data jack. No. Laser designate. Yes, I'm aware that I get +1 willpower, but I'm not willing to trade 1 intelligence for 1 willpower. Let's see. Laser designator makes it... Oh, that gives us basically Blitz's ability to make things marked. Okay. Alphaware. Adds +1 strength and 5 HP, not worth it. This one's BioWare. +1 to dodge and throwing weapons. Not bad. Don't know if I want to spend half an essence on that. Let's see. Encephalon. That's just 1 intelligence for 1 essence, not worth it. Let's see. +1 dodge and throwing weapons, and +1 to movement. Oh, but it's body, so we can't use it. Okay, it's a data jack, we don't care. Cyberarm, don't care. Eye data jack, don't care. More body things. Okay, yeah, so nothing here that we actually want. But we did the quest, so we got the quest unlock. We don't have the last level up yet. I'm not sure when we're gonna get that. Hopefully soon. Alright, how much karma do we have? 4. That's not enough to actually do anything. We need at least 5 karma to actually do anything at this point. In Hong Kong, I assume you're doing after this, there are perks you can earn that give you more essence. Oh, that's good. I will be doing Hong Kong, because, Lord Plum did very generously gift me both Dragonfall and Hong Kong. However, we will not be doing it immediately. I think we're probably going to take a couple of weeks just to do some shorter stuff as a little break, and then we're going to be playing Danganronpa 3 in the Monday slot. And then we'll play Hong Kong after Danganronpa 3. So Monday is plotted out for quite a while. Alright, let's check in with Cammy, see if she's got anything new. Here we go. Cammy brightens up as you approach her, grinning widely. Hey there, Altug was just telling me you were around. I was wondering if you might be willing to trade a story or two. What are you looking for exactly? The girl taps a finger thoughtfully against her chin. Well, you're new here. I know that you knew Monica, and I've got a vague idea about what went down the night she died. But I want to know what you think your most exciting adventure has ever been. Hang on, how the hell did you hear about that? She smirks playfully. Remember, I'm Altug's ears and hands outside of the cafe. We share a lot of intel, he and I. So what is the story between you two, then? She glances away briefly before returning her gaze to you. I suppose I can tell you. If the Monica thing was a secret of yours, it's only fair I share one of my own. I never really went to school. Pretty much been a street kid as long as I can remember. And there was so much to learn from people outside of school that I never really bothered. Makes it difficult to get a job, so as all good street kids do, I chose a place to haunt with my friends and always hung out there. That was Altug's cafe, and he was super nice about me and mine. I felt more comfortable with him than I ever did mein Vater. Her eyes narrow only for the briefest moment at the word. And we talked a lot when I was waiting around for my friends. He must have been fairly comfortable with me too, otherwise he wouldn't have offered me a job. So what is it that you do, really? Technically I'm the barista, but like I said before, ears and hands. I run his errands, I gather gossip, and sometimes I even make coffee. I much prefer his hookah options though. Real coffee makes me feel paranoid. Speaking of which, I should probably get back to work. See you around. We never actually answered her question. Alright, let's see. You got anything new for me, Luca? Welcome back? No. How about you, Altug? Smiles at you, blah blah blah. Nope. Alright, so nothing else of interest here. I think we basically got all of the endgame spells that we want, but we are going into an ad break now. So we will be back in just a few minutes. So, stick around. I actually am just gonna briefly check in with Samuel here. I don't think he's got anything new to tell us. Yeah, Alex is, yeah, same thing. Silk, same thing. Yeah, okay. Alright, so nothing new with him, so I believe that when we come back from break, we will be, heading into the next story thing, so stick around. Okay, let's continue. Alright, let's check in with the, peanut gallery. Alright, any thoughts for the last run? Nope, okay. Really wish it wouldn't reset the fog of war on our common areas. Like, there's no reason to hide the Cruise Bazaar in our lair. Alright, yeah, let's pet him. Good boy. D-Track. You got any, anything to come up with? Oh, any updates on Alexander? Nothing new, boss. He's adjusting. It's gonna take some time. Have you ever heard of an organization called the Lodge? Lodge. He freezes up. Boss, do you mean the Black Lodge? I don't know. Maybe. Lodge was all that I heard. Let me describe him to you, and you can tell me if what I'm saying fits. Shadowy, powerful, secretive as hell, with deep pockets and a penchant for hiding the truth. They conduct all their business through dupes and go-betweens. He gives you a sideways glance. That sound about right? That's them in a nutshell, yeah? Well, if it's them, and whoever you're talking about, I ain't saying it is, then I'd advise you to stay away from them. Stay far, far away. And whatever you do, don't take their money. If you do, they'll own you. I take it they're dangerous, then. He sighs. More than you could know. Most folks don't even believe that they exist, but being a shaman in Berlin has its perks. I've seen enough evidence to believe. Tell me what you've heard. Well, the story is that the Black Lodge is the mother of all conspiracies. Supposedly, they've been around for hundreds of years, and they've been practicing magic since well before the Awakening. Impossible, I know, but I believe it. You ever heard of the Masons, the Knights Templar, the Bavarian Illuminati? They were all puppets of the Black Lodge. None of them knew who they were working for, but the Lodge was there, pulling the strings. They always have been, and they still are today. That's the story. I see. Well, thanks for letting me know. It gives me a lot to think about. Sure thing, boss. Suddenly I could use a drink. Any thoughts on the last run? Nope. Okay. Cassie's an Illuminati stooge now. We'll see about that. Iger welcomes you with a nod. Cassie, what can I do for you? Thoughts on the last run? Nope. Okay. Glory. We've got a job to prepare for. No more to talk. Okay. Let's check our computer. No new messages. Jobs, all pending and active. Nothing. Alright, we are cleaned out. We have done all of the side quests. There is nothing more to do right now. Check the status of the Alice Fund. We're golden. Oh, we can't transfer it to the stick because, what's-his-face needs to do that. Let's check the BBS. Search for keywords. Nothing. Post pay data. We got nothing to post. Let's check our inventory. Do we have any mission items? We've got a drug formula for Jazz. Oh, I can probably take that to, Zach Flash. Then we got Turkish coffee and cheap booze. Alright, I think that's all we've got there. So, you know, I think I will actually, just get rid of that out of my inventory. We might get a karma for it, maybe. Probably not, but... I kind of want to just get it out of my inventory, to be honest. I think he was over here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Welcome back. What can old Zach get ya? I got a formula for a combat stim. Can you produce something like this? Oh, you know I'm your man. I can hook you up right now. Alright. Oh, it looks like he might have a side quest for us. What's the deal with the special concoction? Flash's grin broadens even further. His mouth is disturbingly large, and there's something menacing about the sight of those 2 white teeth. This is the real deal, chummer. A proprietary blend designed and delivered by yours truly. Pharmaceutical-grade kamikaze cut with genuine spirit residue from the tear and then mixed with my secret blend of herbs and spices. He produces a small packet filled with iridescent purple granules from the pocket of his dirty jeans. You want to get high? Buy some Nova Coke and throw yourself a party. But if you want to soar, you get yourself some Flash. Okay, you said that you knew magic. Are you a street mage? Zach lets out a throaty, barking laugh. Street mage? Me? Do I look like a street mage to you? He shakes his head, but his smile doesn't waver. He fishes a small bag of pills out of his back pocket and dangles it before your eyes. No, chummer, I'm not a street mage. I've got the magic in my blood, and the magic in these bags, but you won't catch old Zach studying any spellbooks. Okay. What's up with the bandages on your hands? Zach snorts out a short burst of laughter. He waggles his bandaged hands in front of you. Oh, these? Nothing much, chummer, nothing much. Tussled with a spirit back in Amsterdam. You know, we elves are a very spiritual people. Oh, hey, we get bonus dialogue because we're an elf. Oh, come off it. Elves are not, on the whole, any more or less magical than anyone else. I'm in a position to know. Zach lets out a short, barking laugh. Oh, come on. Stop denying yourself. Embrace the power inside of you. You got the mojo, just like me. Accept it. He's an elfaboo. Isn't he, like, an actual elf, though? Flash lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. Between you and me, my mojo is stronger than any corp wage mages. Say that 5 times fast. Take those rat scum bastards at Az Technology. They cast spells all day and all night, right? Fire this and lightning that, just toss them around like candy. Right. Well, me, I'm just doing my thing, not casting spells. I'm storing up my energy, saving it. Can you imagine how much magic I have? Yeah, I don't think that's how it works, Zach. Trust me, friend, I have secret knowledge. He slowly turns his head from side to side to give you a good look at his upturned ears. Like I said, it's in the blood. I don't have the biotech to, tell that his ears are probably not real. Okay. Fascinating. Well, I gotta run. Take care. Zach offers you a broad, exaggerated wave. Later on there, chum of mine. If you had the biotech, it does confirm that they're fake. Okay. Yeah, as soon as he showed me his ears specifically, that kind of told me immediately that they were not real. Because no one does that. Alright, let's check the phone booth. Then we'll check the bar, and then we will give Alice her money. Okay, nothing in the phone booth. Alright. It's more common than you realize in Shadowrun, people doing those kinds of things. That seems weird to me, honestly. Alright, Lucky. Lucky Strike stands in her customary place, her gear pile atop a nearby bar stool. For once, she isn't smoking. She gives a small nod as you approach. I don't know. Weebs don't generally give themselves body mods to look Japanese. Hey again, Cassie. What's up? Do you know anything about an organization called the Lodge? Doers Group, you mean? She smirks. Sure, I've done a few jobs for them. They pay well. The whole ominous secret organization thing they try to keep going is a little weird, but whatever. Money is money, and they've got it. What can you tell me about Doer? Best that I can tell, he's just a middle-rung toady, like any other corporate suit that you deal with before a run. Only difference is that his organization isn't a corp. I think he's a little fresh-faced for what the Lodge has him doing. In the beginning, there were some credibility issues. I had a hard time taking the guy seriously. But then he started waving wads of Nuyen around, and that all cleared up in a flash. I mean, elf ears are pretty much easier to do than that, I guess, but you're still surgically altering your body. Afraid that I can't help you dig any deeper. He's an occasional client. She takes a sip of scotch and chases it with a long drag on her cigarette. Even if I knew more about Doer, I wouldn't tell you. Shadowrunners who kiss and tell have a funny way of dying young. I've been meaning to ask, what's up with the tattooed circuitry? Is it purely decorative, or... It is now. Wasn't always, though. She stretches her neck so that the circuit pattern on her face can catch the light. What you're looking at used to be tattoo magic. Got it done when I was in Tokyo, doing a job for the Yakuza. Tattoo magic, huh? That's a new one on me. Yeah, it was for me, too. It's a meta-magic thing, a way of quickening spells to a person. Binding magic into the flesh that it's almost impossible to get rid of. Anyway, long story short, I found a way to break it. Now it just looks pretty in the lamplight. What'd they do before you broke them? She pauses a moment, considering. Finally, she shrugs. Sure, I'll tell you. Why not? Maybe knowing will keep you from making the same mistake. So when I went to work for the Yaks, they insisted that I let them ink me. Said I'd need it for the job. Long story short, the tattoos did boost my abilities, but they also branded me, marked me as Yakuza property, and gave them an easy way of tracking me from the astral plane. How'd you break it? That's an even longer story, and not one that I want to get into. Suffice it to say that it started with killing the guy who inked me, and ended in a pretty dark place. The upshot is that I can't go back to Japan, ever, but at least I got my autonomy back. The Yakuza are interesting in Shadowrun. One of the megacorps started as a Yakuza front, but it ended up making way more cash than the Yakuza makes now. She pauses for a moment to light up another cigarette. As after she fills her lungs with smoke, she continues. So the moral of the story, I guess, is not to take an employer's word at face value. It's a lesson that every Shadowrunner needs to learn sooner or later, but I had a harder time with it than most. Now, can we talk about something else? Or, better yet, can we shut up and have a drink or two? All this yapping is making me thirsty. You said you got a team in MIT. I'd like to hear a little more about them. She's not going to tell me. She shrugs. They're good people. They get the job done. What else do you need to know? A little more than that. Some details would be nice. Alright, sure, why not? We've got Raktor. He's a rigger, an immigrant from the Russian Republic. Genius mechanic and engineer. The guy's built his own crawler form drone, and he's impressive as hell at piloting it. There's Barracuda, the team's shaman and faceman. He's an elf in his mid-40s. He's got the whole silver fox thing working for him. He conducts most of our negotiations. Great card player. Again, Red, no spoilers, please. Hanshin is our decker and requisite tough guy. Troll, huge, covered in tats and piercings. You know the type. I'm pretty sure that he and Barracuda have a thing going on, but they'll never cop to it. She presents herself to you with an ironic smile. And then there's me. Between us, we keep our bases covered. Let's see, I'm sure that you do. I'm willing to bet that my crew's better, though. There's still a space for you if you want to sign on. No, that would be rude. Sounds that way. How are they to work with? Solid. We're all on the same page, and nobody's afraid to speak his mind. We all get how a crew of anarchist runners is supposed to work. Even Raktor, who's still pretty new to the scene here in Berlin. It gets tense from time to time, but it's supposed to get tense. Better that than to have to defer to a leader and follow orders. We're all free, and we know it. Lucky is one of the companion runners you can recruit if you don't want to take the main four. Yes, I know that I can hire her if I want to pay her extra money, but Why spend extra money when you don't have to? Anyway, enough about them. I don't come here to talk about work. Was there something else you wanted to talk about? Nope. Alright, so no bonus side quests there. Let's see, anyone else back here with a side quest for me? No. That's possible if you're not having to pay your runners. But the thing is that you need to pay her up front, so I doubt that it actually makes a difference on that front. Because you pay your own team after the job, but you have to pay the alternate runners before the job. Alright. Let's go get Alice her money. It's finally time to advance the plot. I have nothing new for you, Cassie, and we have no time to waste. You have Alice's money, and we need that information. Get to the rabbit hole and hurry back. We must find Vauclair before the Firewing finds us. Yeah, I need your password to transfer Alice's payment onto a cred stick. Amsel sucks in a deep breath. He suddenly looks as though an enormous weight has been lifted from his shoulders. Yes, very good. Excellent, in fact. This has been a long time coming, Cassie. You're telling me. Amsel turns to open a file on his computer. Alright, Cassie, before you make the transfer, there are a few things that you should know. Firstly, this is a one-way operation. Once the funds have been transferred to the cred stick, the only person who will be able to access them is Alice. As far as the team is concerned, the money will simply disappear. Are you sure that we can trust Alice? I am. Believe me, her reputation in the Shadow community is worth far more to her than 50,000 Nuyen. She'll deliver the information that she promised. Is the point of no return? Well, it's a good thing that we've done everything then. Or at least everything that we're able to. We still haven't gotten the, completion, achievement for Iger, and I don't know why. He shrugs. Besides, what other choice do we have? We cannot run, and money will do us little good if we're dead. I suppose that's true. Okay, keep going. What was the second thing? Secondly, once you make your way to the rabbit hole with the funds, it's go time. I trust that you understand what I mean by that. We drop everything and head straight to the rabbit hole. Correct. Once you've left to see Alice, her information will be your only priority. No more distractions, and no more side work. I'll busy myself canceling your remaining jobs and smoothing any ruffled feathers. Make sense? Anything else? Just that you need to be sure before committing to this. Time is important. A great dragon wants us dead, and that is not a thing to take lightly. But you shouldn't return to the rabbit hole until you're prepared to act. If you have any doubts, then I'd urge you to wait. Well, I don't think there's anything else that we even can do. It's entirely possible that there are other side quests that we missed, but I don't think there's anything else that we can actually trigger anymore. If there were other Black Lodge jobs for us to do, then I don't think they're going to trigger because we have no other jobs to do in the interim, and we already talked to What's-His-Face, and he didn't have anything for us. So, I think that, do you care for spoilers for things you have missed now? You can tell me after we finish the game. I would prefer not to have any spoilers for anything in the game until we've actually finished with it. But I think that we've done everything that we can do at this point. So I think, let's punch it. He breathes a sigh of relief. Excellent. The password is Volklingen. Once you're en route to the rabbit hole with the funds for Alice's payment, I will cancel the team's remaining obligations. Understood. I have to say, Cassie, this lifts an enormous weight off my shoulders. When Monica brought you on board, I was initially unsure about you. I would never have said that to anyone else, of course, but I kept you under a watchful eye. I can see now that I needn't have doubted her judgment. She chose her successor well. Now please, go fetch the information from Alice. He claps a hand on your shoulder. We're one step closer to surviving this mess. I don't suppose Dante has any quests for us. Do you have any quests for us, Dante? No. Okay. Who's the goodest boy? He certainly is. Alright. Let's fucking go. I think this means that next week will probably be the final stream for Shadowrun? Maybe? Wait, why can't we go? I thought we had to take the U-Bahn. Different train? Oh, is it the one that we have to go through the basement for? Alright, let's go to the other one here and see if that's... Oh, no, we have to go to the computer. Okay, that's why. We have to actually put it on the cred stick. I thought Amsel was doing that for us. Alright. No messages. No jobs. We're ready to go. Ah, shit, we actually... Fuck. I thought that it would do that automatically. Ansel! What's the password again? Volklingen, thank you. Oh. Wait, so... Wait, so if I forgot the password, would we just be locked out of finishing the game? Well, no, but I mean, like, in-game. Oh, it's in my key information. Okay. Ah, there it is. Okay, good. Okay, I was worried that it was like, if you forget the password, then you are just fucked. Okay. Let's put the caps on here. Volklingen. Oh, that's not right. Volklingen. There we go. The funds disappear from your account. Moments later, a message pops up on your screen. Transfer complete. Sitting in its dock on the keyboard, a green LED blooms to life on Alice's cred stick. The trigger has been pulled. The rabbit hole awaits. And we just got 8 grand. The remaining funds that we hadn't spent. It does leave us with 17 grand that we have nothing to do with. Do we have anything that we can spend this karma on? We would need 7 to do more body. Ranged combat doesn't matter for us. We would need 7 to dodge. I could up my strength, I suppose. I would need 5 to boost intelligence, but we don't have any need for that. Oh, I guess I could put it into biotech to make our medkits better. That's not a bad idea, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna stick some points into biotech here. Make our medkits a little better. Time to hit the U-Bahn. Now we can go. So it was the right train, I just didn't have the money yet. Alright, let's save real quick. Since we have not. There we go. Alright, the time has come. Travel to the rabbit hole at the Altstadt Spandau U-Bahn station to retrieve Alice's data. The tiny cred stick feels heavy in your pocket, fat with the weight of hard-won Nuyen. The U-Bahn station swallows you up and sends you hurtling down the rabbit hole, towards Alice, towards the information you've bled for. The train pulls to a stop and the doors hiss open to the dark, old platform. With luck, answers lie ahead. Now the question is he even alive? Alice's console stands alone against the filthy wall of the U-Bahn platform. The colorful sprites that flicker across the screen stand in sharp contrast to the surrounding grime. Alright, let's go. The cred stick port in the machine greedily accepts your payment. You watch as the black plastic of the cred stick's case disappears into the console. Moments later, a message winks onto the screen. Cassie, couldn't wait for you any longer. Something is tracking me. Something terrible. Need to get out of town. Go dark for a while. If you're smart, you will too. But a deal's a deal. When you punch the flashing button on the console, it'll spit out an optical chip with your information. Take my advice. Whatever this Vauclair business is to you, drop it. Drop it and run. And for God's sake, Cassie, stay out of the Matrix. It isn't safe. Alice. Well, at least she held up her end of the deal. That's appreciated. The message fades from the screen and a button on the console begins to flash. Punch it. You can hear the whine of motors spinning up in the arcade cabinet's guts. With a smooth mechanical motion, a generic brand optical chip slides out of the payment port in front of you. Abruptly, the screen goes black. The console powers down. The optical chip sits in its cradle, waiting for you to take it. Alright. The instant the chip leaves its cradle, the machine reboots itself. You are, again, alone. Alright, no karma for that. Why do I get the weird feeling that we're going to be intercepted on our train ride? Come on, click the thing. There we go. You'll have need for those funds? I guess we'll see. As you settle in for your trip back to the cruise bazaar, you can feel... Okay, there's a word missing there. You can feel the rest of the world compartmentalize and fall away. No more distractions. Just you, the train, and the optical chip. It sits in your pocket like a hot stone, impossible to ignore. The train ramps up to speed, filling the air with a monotonous electric whir. The sound is soft and low and urgent, like the droning wings of an enormous insect. It'd be soothing if your mind weren't occupied with other matters. All at once, the monotony is broken. Your PDA is buzzing. A quick glance at the screen tells you that you're receiving a call and that Paul Amsel is on the other end. You hit the receive button on your PDA. One look at the grainy image that blossoms to life on the screen is enough to tell you that something has gone terribly wrong. Wow. Can I call it or can I call it? The strangled sounds of panicked breathing punch through your PDA's tiny speakers. In the image window, you can see the outlines of figures silhouetted against the backdrop of Amsel's shop. The view rotates, bringing them toward the center of the frame. Oh, this fucker again. The image sharpens. In the center of the screen stands an enormous orc in battle armor, a hand cannon leveled at something just out of frame. His face is a shiny mat of grafted tissue, his smile like something out of a nightmare. Yeah, we're gonna play it cool. You watch powerless as the orc's grin widens. The frantic breaths that you hear coming from off-screen increase in frequency. From off-screen, you hear Amsel's frantic voice. Audrin, please, tell me what this is all about. What are the Firewing's plans? You're going to kill me anyway. Don't send me to the grave with that. Your stomach drops as the gun bucks and roars in the Ark's hand. Your view on the PDA pitches wildly, then comes to a sudden stop with a violent cracking sound. A burst of static floods the screen. Moments later, a dark shape falls into view with equivalent force. You hear the unmistakable sound of bone crunching against hardwood. Yeah, Paul was good, but now he's dead. Sorry, Paul. The camera auto-adjusts, and the dark shape swims into focus. You are staring into, and through, the dripping, cavernous ruin of what was once a human head. Oh, gruesome. The remnants of the face that remain are enough to confirm what your gut already knows. The body on the screen is that of Paul Ansel. From out of frame, far away, you can hear another voice, a woman, young. From the sound of it, with a military cadence. What now, sir? Now we press our advantage. Jam their comms, Ortega. The sound of hurried motion recede into the background. Alright, remember people, Amsel was the brains of the operation, but the rest will put up a lot more fight. Flush them out and take them down, one by one. Another voice chimes in, a young man this time. Sir, look at Amsel's wrist. The PDA. I think that it's recording. God fucking damn it. You hear the roar of another gunshot, and the screen goes dark. Your vision swims, and the screen of your PDA seems to fade away. The impact of what you've just witnessed hammers you in the gut, over and over again. Amsel is dead. The Cruise Bazaar is under attack, and it's entirely possible that an ambush party is already waiting to meet you at the U-Bahn platform. Whatever your attackers have planned, you won't be able to do much about it from in here. The train is speeding toward the Cruise Bazaar station. No more stops between you and the enemy. Nothing to do but prepare yourself and wait. Oh, Iger's here. Sweet. The barrel of Iger's rifle swings upward. She emerges from cover, turning to face you. About time you showed up. The light plays off Iger's face like a streetlight on rain-slick asphalt. Her face, neck, and chest are sheeted in slick, dark liquid. Blood. A lot of blood. Where are you hit? I'm not. This little bastard, on the other hand. Iger wipes her mouth with the back of her hand, then hoists a corpse up from behind her makeshift barricade. A young man, maybe in his early 20s, his eyes frozen wide in surprise. What's left of his throat hangs down in ragged flaps. Made one hell of a mistake. Nicely done. Iger shrugs. Well, you know what they say. Any weapon at your disposal. Did you meet up with Alice? Do you have the information? Yeah, I got it. An optical chip. We'll have to use my mission computer to open it. Whatever's on that chip, those bastards don't want us to read it. All the more reason to do exactly that. After we put the rest of them in the ground, that is. Iger, they killed Paul. I saw it. Iger's expression hardens. Yeah, I know. He had us all patched in on that call. We all saw what happened. I figured they'd try to ambush you at the platform, ventilate the train, take you out, and cut off a potential escape route in the process. She shrugs. She smooched the goon. Well, she smooched his neck. Very violently. She gave him the final hickey. She shrugs. It's what I would do, so I hightailed it out here and set up an ambush of my own. Thanks, Iger. She smirks at you. Save it. I'm here to protect the optical chip. That thing cost us 50 grand after all. Anyway, that's enough talk. We've got a job to do. Iger swings her rifle up and over her shoulder. There are an unknown number of hostiles topside. They're well-equipped, decently trained, and hell-bent on killing us. The last I heard, Glory was on the north end of town. Dietrich was out getting coffee when all hell broke loose. Let's go get him. What about Blitz? Let's go hunting. Action points. +1 action point! Awesome! That means we can do more shit. Your experience has increased your ability to operate in dangerous situations. Alright, but we don't have level ups yet. Actually, before we leave, let's save real quick. What? We can't save? Was that just a save? Yes, okay, that was just an interlude not being able to save. Okay. I was worried there for a minute. Alright. Time to rock and roll. Oh. Well. Oh. Yeah, serious business time. Good time for the hat. Alright, we got a hired mage here. Merc. Is that everyone in our current line of sight? 2 mercs and a dog that we can't target. Hey, caught a Magikarp. Alright. Okay, well, they do have decent armor. Having 3 pips is good. It means I can get into cover. And we'll do some stripping. I still don't have a good bead on him for... on any of them, actually. These kind of suck. Alright, let's, I guess we'll Mana Bolt the Mage. Since I'm guessing that might be Dante. Alright, Iger. We need to get you under some cover here. Switch into your sniper. Bonus aim. Tag the merc. Or not. That's fine. Alright. Let's see. It is my turn. I could fireball. Nail both of these guys. Yeah, let's do that. Excellent. And we have one more, so I probably should have done this first. I guess we can strip this guy. Now, this guy's just gonna straight up die when his turn starts. You're the problem. Hey, where did... oh, yeah, there it is. I don't like how it rearranges everyone's items whenever we start a new mission. It's very irritating. Alright, well, let's, this is, let's see, minus 10 chance to hit. No. We're just gonna ping you. Or not. There we go. Ah, he's still got 2 more health than we need him to. Oh, but Iger has another shot. Very nice. Alright. Yeah, that guy died. Wait. Dante can petrify people? That seems pretty good. Alright, well, I need to hit this guy, so let's move around. That does not give us much extra aim. Well, that sucks. Alright, well... it's something. Iger does have line of sight, but not very good line of sight. Yeah, Iger here. That's better, sort of. Not much better. Dang. Something ahead of you lets out a low rumbling growl from the shadows, a primordial sound that echoes down the snowy streets. It steps into the light. Dante. Even from this distance, you can feel the heat radiating from the enormous dog's body. He locks eyes with you, and you can see the fire burning within them. He takes a step toward you, hackles raised. Iger glances at you. Her voice is calm, but you can see the unease on her face. I forgot to mention, fearless leader, your dog's acting funny. Yeah, what the hell happened to him? Beats me. I caught sight of him on the way down to the U-Bahn platform, and he looked normal enough. Then one of these bastards took a shot at him and winged him. Big mistake. Dante got mad. Real mad. He started shaking and twitching, and I saw fire in his eyes. He was on the guy before I could blink. A few seconds later, the shooter was a red smear on the sidewalk, and Dante... Iger stabs a thumb in the dog's direction. Looked like this. Okay. Yeah, let's read Zora. Your third eye slides open, and the world shifts to gray. Buildings, streets, cars, all gray. In your peripheral vision, you can see Iger, her outline pulsing a warm glow. Dante glows like a burning coal. His aura is a shifting explosion of red and yellow light. As you look into the dog's aura, you can feel it looking back into yours, acknowledging you in astral space. Dante is more than just a dog. Did you know that Monica's dog was part hellhound, Iger? Iger raises an eyebrow. Nope, but considering the circumstances, I'm good with it. You can control him, right, Cassie? Oh, hey, so since we did the astral scan thing, it lowered the willpower requirement. We still had enough willpower for it, but, Dante was a hellhound all along. Well, I assume so, yes. Fun fact, if you give him pats and love, he becomes a companion. Otherwise, you have to, well, you know, anger John Wick. Really? Interesting. Well, we did pet him every time we came back, so, Dante, come. Now that he's seen your aura in astral space, Dante's expression softens. His ears stand back up, and you could swear that you see him smile. He happily takes his place by your side. Looks like you got yourself a hellhound. Alright, and we got the achievement Dante joins the crew. Dante's Inferno. Alright. Okay, so we know Glory's up north. She's more important to get than, Dietrich is. Oh, there's an achievement if you have to kill him? That's kind of a bummer. Oh, we got enemies. Ah, shit, we're surrounded. Okay. So what are you? You're just a generic mercenary with a lot of armor. We've got a merc and a merc. Okay, so... Oh, and a conjurer and Glory. Okay. Conjurer's a problem, but having someone behind us is a bigger problem. So, get stripped, motherfucker. Damn, he had 7 armor. Holy shit, okay. I don't think I have anything else that strips armor. So we need to get into a defensive position of some kind. So I'm gonna go here, and maybe we can deal with that conjurer. Since the mana bolt's most likely to hit, let's go with that. Oh, damage is damage. Alright, Iger, you should be able to deal with this asshole now. 73%, 53, 73, yes, okay. Oh, that's just with the aimed shot we have 73%, jeez. That would strip armor if we can hit. Yeah, let's move in. Have Iger deal with this fucker. Or not. Fine, aim shot. Took you long enough. Oh good, Glory's in our party now. Excellent. Alright. Glory, you've got a conjurer to deal with here. Let's strip him. Seriously? 2 misses on an 85% hit chance. That's bullshit. Alright, fine. At least we got rid of his AP, so he shouldn't be able to summon, even though I think he's still got enough to take an action. Alright, Dante... I think Cassie probably needs more backup. What's this? Chomp. And Rip Armor. Oh, but Dante has spells, too. Yeah, I was just looking at that. So he's got Fireball, Petrify. Oh, but his Petrify only lasts 1 round. Okay. Flame Breath. And Pack Tactics. Allies within range of 3 gain extra movement. Very cool. Okay. So... I think it's time to come in like a Fireball. I think this should include both of those, maybe? Or you know what? Let's not do that quite yet. Let's move first to get into a better position. Oh, that took 2 movement? I thought there was only 1 movement. My bad. Why is his aim so terrible, though? Alright, let's Fire Breath. Hey, still landed. Jeez, how much AP does this Conjurer have? I don't like these guys. Oh, I guess he lost control of his Conjurer. His aim's terrible because he's a dog? That's no excuse. Alright, this Vanguard Mercenary needs to fucking die, but Cassie is dealing with these guys. Okay, yeah, Fireball. Good. Let's... You don't have great odds of hitting, but that's fine. Good, get rid of some AP. Iger, deal with this fucker. Let's see. Can hit adjacent targets? No. Reduces damage, but does AP damage. No, let's just take single shots. There we go. Good, now he's toast. Alright. We can start moving Iger in. Alright, Glory is acided, which is not great. But we should be able to deal with the Conjurer here. Good, he's down. Yeah, unfortunately, his Conjuration broke free, so they're not dealt with. Oh, and they have a fuck ton of armor. Okay. Okay, in that case, let's deal with the Merc. Can help attack enemies. However, it'll also attack us. I would rather not have a wild card on the field that we have to deal with later. Alright. Dante. Darn it, I can't hit both of them without also hitting Glory. But it is the most likely ability to hit. So let's see if we can just deal with him. Kind of a weak use, but hopefully that's enough to finish him. If we go give him bites. Almost. Maybe the fire will finish him. Not quite. Damn it. I think he is still on fire, though, so... Okay, we're back at my turn, so we can see HP again. Okay, so it's only when we're on my turn that I can actually see their HP. So he's got 1 HP, so he's dead as soon as his turn comes around. 38. Hey, where's that friggin' summon gone? Oh, wait, did the summon disappear as soon as their turn came around? Is that what happened? Because I don't see them anywhere. Alright, whatever. Let's get into a better position. I guess here. Even though that only leaves us with 1 action. Which missed. Okay. Iger. Get somewhere useful. Good, good. Dante's in the way there, but he's gonna die anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. This is scatter shots. Yeah, let's use the scatter shot. Good. Now Glory doesn't need to worry about him, because he's gonna die. Oh, this mercenary is also gonna die, because he's got the fire thing. So, really, we don't have to worry about these enemies at all. So let's just standard attack. Good, they're dead. Oh, and that takes us out of, initiative. Good, so I guess the Conjuration just, left. Alright, how's everyone's HP looking? Iger's down by 15. Everyone else is kosher. Okay. So Iger doesn't need a med kit quite yet. They said Dietrich was getting coffee. I'm assuming there's not going to be anyone down around these areas. Oh, door's locked. Okay. I was wondering if we'd be able to go in or not, but I guess not. Okay. Let's make our way around. Oh, here we go. And there he goes, conjuring shit. Well, thanks for spending all your actions moving and coming directly into our line of fire. That's very much appreciated. These guys don't even have very much armor. They're lame. Glory. You can strip armor. Stab him a lot. There we go. And then yeah, let's go for AP damage hit. Very good. He's sleepy. Has one. Oh, he's bleeding, so he's just gonna die on his turn, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. The Merc, however, we do. Flamethrower. Good. Lightning. Very good. Instant kill. Let's get a little bit of cover. Iger. Who do we got? The mage is the only visible enemy, but we know that there are more. Where can we go? Oh, right, we can't rotate the screen. Alright, fuck it. Let's YOLO. Wait, where'd the Conjuration go? Where is it? Or was he casting a spell? Maybe he was casting a spell, not a conjuration. Alright, well... let's blast you. Good. Dante can... take a bite out of crime. Let's see... yeah, let's do the stripping attack. Good. Oh, they both died. Perfect. Let's gather the crew again. Let's see. Okay, so there's no one here. That's the safe house. I don't think there's any point going in there unless Blitz is somehow still there for some reason. But we need to help Dietrich first. Yeah, here we go. Alright, we got a Merc, Mage, Merc, and Dietrich. Good. Okay, so let's deal with this mage. First, let's strip him. Then... I guess Mana Bolt. We didn't have a ton of options there, unfortunately. Bring in Iger. I like that they automatically reload after each of these encounters. That's nice. Alright, Dragon's Breath. Or not. Aim Shot. Good. Glory. Strip him. Excellent. Over here, boss. Thank you kindly, Dietrich. Let's see. You... Electrocore is AoE. Yeah. Let's do that. Very nice. Some AoE AP stripping. Now, it's got one more action. Let's give Iger some more aim. Probably could have put Dietrich... Oh! Wait, did Electrocore only take 1 AP? Okay, let's get Dietrich under some cover, if we can. I don't think... Oh, no, I don't think there's anywhere here where he can actually get under cover. Except, well, he could go back here, I guess. Let's get Dietrich back here. Alright, Dante. We don't need to strip his armor, so let's just go for a standard attack. Good. And one more bitey. Dang it. Oh no, he damaged Dante's armor. How dare you? How dare you hurt my dog? We're gonna heal Dante. And then we're going to... fire, yeah, he needs to die. There we go. And then lightning on the merc. Nice. Oh, we're in an ad break, so we're going to pause the stream here real quick, and we'll be back with the rest of this battle after the break. Stick around. Okay. Let's continue. The team must survive. Okay, that's good to know. I wasn't planning on letting any of them die anyways, but, let's see. Iger... I'm worried she's gonna hit our guys if she uses the, shotgun. So let's just take an aimed shot. Good. An aimed shot. Solid. Okay. And now we can get her... There is no cover here. Who's still alive? The mage and the vanguard. Okay, fine. Let's get her here. Glory can probably deal with this mage. Let's try doing some AP damage to him. Very good. -4 AP. Alright, we got a full stun. Shame it won't matter, because we're just gonna kill him now. There we go. Now, Dietrich. Let's put some aim on him directly. And then fire some bolts. Geez, that's not a lot of damage. But we did unbalance him, so that's nice. Now, Dante... We do have an 86% chance of landing the Petrify. Let's do that. Yes! Alright, he's locked down. Let's move Dante in. Now, Cassie. Let's get down here. Strip your armor. Good. Can't have you having that. And, oh, we're at good range for sniping. So let's fucking shoot him. Let's go. 2 crits. Glad to see y'all made it here alive. Dietrich straightens, his joints cracking under the strain. He takes a step in your direction, his expression grim. Listen, boss, we got problems. What about Blitz? Where's Blitz? I saw a group of these jackasses peel off a few minutes ago. They made a beeline for the sewers. They were carrying bombs, Cassie. Can't say what yield, but they looked big. Unless you fancy living in a crater, I'd suggest that we hightail it down there. Oh, here we go. Where the hell is Blitz? He took off with Malit. Said something about jamming the attacker's comms. Don't worry about them. We gotta deal with these bombs. Okay, good. So we know that Blitz is okay. Now, where's the target? There. Okay, I assume that we're going to be running into more baddies on the way there. And I assume the talisman guy is locked down. Yep, held shut by magical force. Any more mooks to kill? No. Anyone here? No. Okay, let's head into the sewer. Hopefully Dante's armor's back. You and your team descend into the sewers, footsteps echoing off the damp stone walls. You barely notice the smell. There's no time to waste. Audrin's team of mercenaries is down here somewhere, racing to plant their explosive charges beneath the quays. The fate of the cruise bazaar is in your hands. The ghouls help here if you sided with them? Well, it's a good thing I did then. Alright, let's save real quick. Okay, kill all the mercenaries, deactivate all the bombs. 11 rounds until the bombs explode, 3 bombs remaining. Okay. I assume that the marker in the corner is telling me where the bombs are. I really don't want to split the party, but... given the circumstance, I feel like we kind of have to. Oh, we're gonna have to go this way anyways, in order to... I wonder if we can... I think we're gonna have to split into 2 groups. Alright, well... don't see any mercs yet. Okay, yeah, no one's here. Iger, I think I'm gonna send south. I'm gonna send her with Glory, and then I'm gonna take Dietrich and Dante with me. Yeah, I don't see any of the mooks. Oh, there's the bomb. Alright, so Dietrich and Dante. Okay, let's deal with Glory and Eager first, because they have the closest target. Oh. Hired mage, not great. And a merc, also not great. Oh, but there is, I think that's a ghoul friend. Oh, but Glory can take on this mage. She's within range. Excellent. Minus 4 AP, that should lock him down. Yes, it does. Good. Alright, now we're gonna move towards whatever we've got here. Let's take one action at a time. Yep, and that's why. Oh. I guess I probably shouldn't use Fireball on the bomb, huh? Why are these guys still guarding the bomb? Well, I assume because they don't want us to do anything about it. But again, no spoilers, please. Yeah, let's not set off the bomb. That is certainly a possibility. It's safe to throw fire around the bomb? Alright, well first we're gonna strip this guy. Then... they're all just mercs, so let's lightning this one. Very good. Dietrich can move up here. Boost Cassie's aim. Oh, but he's not in visual range to use his Electro Blaster. That's a shame. Alright, let's get him undercover. Alright, and Dante... I don't want to put Dante in the attack range of 3 guys. So let's get Dante here. And then Fire Breath. Very nice. That's less nice. That's even less nice. Stop shooting my people. Ow! Ow! Stop shooting Dante! Alright, I appreciate the help, ghoul friend. Although that does mean that I cannot fireball, but I don't have the AP for it anyways right now. So we're gonna heal Dante. Iger needs some healing. Good. Now, I don't want to shoot the ghoul. Let's see. Oh, she can just straight up get to the bomb right now. Let's do that. Good. Now, Glory, deal with this guy. Well, he's bleeding. He's got 7 HP left still. Which is not... Oh, wait, she's getting extra attack. I keep forgetting that I, have 3 attacks now. Awesome, she took out the mage. Very nice. Now, Dietrich can drop an Electro, which is not going to include the guy, but it's not very likely to hit, is the problem. Whoops. I didn't actually mean to click that. Oh, wait, did we hurt the ghoul? I think we might have hurt the ghoul, too. That was a mistake. Oh well, that's fine. But because that did zap, like, all 3 of them, which is great. Dante's not wounded, but he is hurt, which is not ideal. Yeah, they have no AP now, which is awesome. I think just... Let's give Dante some aim. Now, Dante! Let's... strip some armor. Very good. And once more healing. Excellent. Ow. Okay, shooting the ghoul did not turn them against us, which is good, because I shot them by accident. Alright, flamethrower. How did you miss? He's stunned. Alright, well, we're gonna strip him. And Mana Bolt. Iger is wounded, which is not ideal. However... he's pretty freaking close. Close enough to do that. Damn it. I was really hoping to get the kill off there. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3... Damn it, can't get quite close enough to hit him. Oh, but we should be able to finish him, maybe. Yeah. Or not. Just completely miss. That's totally fine, too. Dietrich, get the bomb. Good. And then, I guess, take a shot on the Merc. Very good. Dante, eat him. Good. Now you can start moving towards the next one. These guys are really becoming a pain in my ass. I'm glad that the ghouls are here to help us. What can I even spend this gold on that I wish? Oh, nothing! The gold is strictly because of cosmetic. Okay, the third bomb is in there. How are we supposed to get there? Oh crap, we have to go all the friggin' way around? This is miserable. Alright, well, I think this is actually better if we go around this way. Alright, Iger. Let's see, this guy's got 1 HP and is on fire, so he's gonna die at the start of his turn. We don't have to worry about him. You, on the other hand, are a problem. Burst fire... Yeah, let's burst. Not bad. We still have one more shot. Better. Good, and he's unbalanced. Now, Glory. You should be able to probably finish him off, maybe? Let's see if we can strip some armor from him in the meantime. Alright, that'll do. Standard hit. Good. Alright, those two are taken care of. You. How far can you get? Okay, for you, I think the other side is probably better. And Dante... same. Not sure what the ghoul's doing, but you do you, buddy. Alright, we've only got 6 rounds. We are running out of time here. You guys have killed the enemy, so you can start moving. Where do we need to... Yes, okay. We'll have everyone coalesce on the, last bomb. Dietrich can move here. Dante can get up here. The ghouls are helping. They actually have helped quite a bit, actually. I'm glad that I was nice to them. I don't know if I want to open the door. Let's just get in front of the door. It'll cost 0 to actually open the door once we get there. So I would rather have everyone closer with the door closed rather than take a whole bunch of shots when we don't have to. Yep, that's the plan. Alright, Dietrich can get here. Dante can get up on the door. Oh, you're opening it. Okay. Where the hell are you going? Okay, whatever. Wait, so we opened the door and then closed it again? That's stupid. Alright, okay, we got a hired mage. I cannot get close enough to actually get up on the bomb, unfortunately. Okay, this is as far as I can get in 2. We've got 4 dudes here, which is not great. Let's strip the Vanguard. Get everyone inside. Dietrich can get... here. Wait, what is this? Is this poison? Oh, no, it's a summon spot. Oh, wait, can he summon from here? Damn, he can. Okay. Wait, can our spirit defuse the bomb? It did! Awesome! I didn't know that that was gonna be possible. Cool. Nice to know that water spirits are able to defuse bombs. Dante could as well, okay. Well, that's something, alright. Let's get Dante behind some cover. Ow! Oh, got his own little spirit. That's fine, the spirits can fight. Hey, that's not cool. Oh, that was just on the ghoul, that's fine then. They can strip the ghoul's armor. Okay. Glad that we got all these allies here, but it does make it hard to use AoE attacks. Alright, where am I? I'm here. Alright. I need to get under some kind of cover. Oh, that's the enemy. Let's just start stripping more armor. No, it's not okay, because I need everyone to survive this battle, so... We're not gonna do that. Let's see. Okay, I can hit those two without hitting... I don't think that's gonna hit the ghoul. I don't really want to do that, though. Let's just start working on the mage. Let's start working on the mage. There we go. Okay, Iger. Do you have sniper aim from here? We do. Okay. Let's take a deadeye on the Conjurer here. Excellent. Oh, that was all she could do. Oh, right, because she got her AP stripped. Okay, Dietrich. Bonus aim on Cassie. Who's got wounds? Iger does have wounds. So let's heal Iger. Dante. Let's just go after this Vanguard here. Alright, he's, stunned. I can't go after any of the others that are not stunned, so let's just keep focusing on this Merc. Yeah, we're just gonna go with 1 AP here. Alright, they're still an ally. That's good. Slow, Mana Bolt, Accident. Enemies have their action costs go up. That's pretty good. Big Wave. Target gains +2 dodge for 3 rounds. That's interesting. But these two are problems. So let's just Mana Bolt. Very good. Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. Nice! Conjurer down! Which should despawn its summon as soon as the summon's turn comes around. Wait, why is the summon still alive? Oh, the summon already broke free. Wait, what was that? Did that just... Oh, they lowered all of our accuracy? Fuck me. Okay. That is why I don't like allowing enemy spirits to stay alive. Accuracy -10, not 15. Because I can literally see it right on them. Okay, Okay, Dietrich needs a heal. Oh, but he doesn't have a heal up. Okay, so let's use a heal on Dietrich. Wait, 4? I thought he lost, like, 10. Or 14 or something. Oh, well, whatever. Whatever. That's fine. We're going to use Mana Bolt, because it has super high accuracy. To deal with this mage. Because he's going to be the biggest threat. I guess... let's just strip armor from this guy. Good. Iger. Pop the mage. Good. We can take an aim shot at this guy. Very good. Then we need to reload. Glory! Time for Glory to finally do something. Okay, there's no path there. Can Glory... Oh, Glory can get to the Vanguard mark. Okay. So let's try to do AP damage here. Alright. Landed the hit, and he is now dead. Alright, Dietrich. Dietrich. Because the AP damage will apply to their next turn, because their stun is for this round, not the next round. Which means as soon as their turn actually comes around, it's gonna wear off. AP damage stacks as far as I know. Alright, so let's increase our aim. And then... what's left? Just this one Merc and the Inferno, who is a bigger problem. So... Can I nail the Inferno? Not very easily. Let's just take a standard shot. Good. Alright, Dante's turn. Dante... Actually, can Dante get a Petrify on the Inferno? Maybe. Let's see if we can Petrify it. Immune? How dare it be immune? Alright, well, we're gonna eat this guy then. Well, we tried. Yeah, 1 AP, that's fine. Alright, they're good. A shot of water. I wonder if the water will be more effective. Now it's just Mana Bolt. Oh good, the Merc's dead. Now we just have to worry about that Inferno. Oh, which just desummoned itself. Excellent. Let's head to the safe house, take care of Paul. That orc is gonna pay for this. Alright, so are we still down HP? We are. Dietrich needs a heal, and so does, Dante. Dietrich does not have any healing items. Oh, can he use... No, he can't use that. Wait, what the hell are these? Treats? Oh my god. They have healing treats. Okay. And power-up treats. Alright, yeah, we're gonna give him a healing treat. Oh, we could actually give it to other characters if we wanted to. Alright. Alright, and then... I think Glory has a big pile of high rarity... Yeah, Glory's got super healing kits. Use on Dietrich. Very good. Alright, so I think that puts everyone pretty close to full. Iger is down a little bit. Yeah, let's actually have Iger use one of their lower tier kits. Oh, no, not Cassie, because Cassie's won't come back, but Iger's will. There we go. And yes, we'll heal next mission, but I don't know when next mission is going to be counted as. Alright, so let's get out of here. I think we've killed everyone. Time to get our ass back to the safe house and see if there's an orc waiting for us. About to exit location, yep. You emerge from the foulness of the sewers, only to be met with the equally dark stench of cordite and death. Although you saved the keys, it is far from unharmed. Residents wander the streets dazed, holding their wounds, tending to others, observing the damage. The look in their eyes tells the story. Their illusion of safety has been shattered. You enter Paul Amsel's trade emporium, already knowing what you'll find there. The knowledge doesn't make the discovery any easier. Once again, the team gathers around Paul Amsel. Oh, we got 8 karma for that. Once again, the team gathers around Paul Amsel. But tonight, he has no more missions to offer and no advice to give. His body lies motionless on the hardwood, cooling in the night air. The ruin of his face has been hidden under a burlap tarp. For several minutes, no one speaks. Finally, Dietrich steps forward. I think we should say something about Paul. There's another moment of silence, then Iger speaks up. I'll go. Iger brings herself to attention, stares straight ahead. Paul Amsel was an important member of this team, and he supported us well. He said what he was going to do, and he did it. That's rare. That's worthy of respect. She looks down at the body. There's a long pause before she speaks again. Thank you, Paul Amsel, for everything. Another pause. Her voice softens. I was out of position when they came for you. I couldn't save you. I'm sorry. The others shift uncomfortably, not knowing what to say. Glory breaks the awkward moment, her voice a frosty monotone. I appreciate what Amsel did for us. It's another loss, one that this team can't afford. Glory's eyes sweep across the group, then land on Amsel's body. Her expression is impossible to read. After a moment, she turns her head to look at you. Let's see. Losing people is hard, no denying it. Paul was a good one and will be missed. It's part of the job, Paul knew the risks, probably better than most of us. Nothing we can do but clean up and move on. It's hard, I know, but this is why we need to keep together, support each other. No one's gonna look out for us but us. Yeah, I like that one. Let's go with that last one. Dietrich eyes you appreciatively. Yeah, that's right. There's more to this than a mercenary's paycheck. There has to be. Goodbye, Paul. Gott sei mit dir. Gingerly, Blitz steps forward. His hair is mussed, and there's a fresh bullet hole in his jacket. He smells like smoke and blood and stale sweat, and his hands tremble as he takes them out of his pockets. Well, I didn't know Paul as well as the rest of you, but he seemed like a good guy. He shuffles his feet. I didn't want to see this happen at any rate. You okay, Blitz? Looks like you and Mallet saw some action back there. Yeah. His eyes remain fixed on Amsel's body. I'll live. As if in turn, Dante lowers his head sadly, lets out a heavy sigh, and closes his eyes. We need to take care of this body. We can't leave it there. Yeah. I'll take care of it after we've watched the chip. Don't worry, I know what to do. Be respectful, but be quick. After all, it's only a shell. Paul's with Monica now. We're all gonna be with Monica soon if we don't do something. The Firewing came after us once. She'll do it again. Let's see, that dragon really wants us dead. She doesn't care if she brings down entire keys to get to us. This is about more than just us. Everyone's in danger. The whole damn F-state, yeah. Are you being a little dramatic? I don't think that she is, Iger Love. I really don't. Come on, everyone. Let's get a look at that optical chip. I want to see what we're dealing with. Alright. It's finally time for the reveal. After we save. Oh, actually, I see that we have level ups. So we're gonna do level ups, then we'll save again, and then we'll watch the chip. Alright, so she can get Speed Loader, an ability that reloads all of her equipped weapons for 0? Sure, it has a cooldown of 7, but damn, okay. Her other is Sniper Specialist. Can target 2 enemies in one action for a cost of 1. That's not nearly as good as being able to reload for free for Iger. Let's go. Speed Loader. Alright, D-Trick. Dragon Slayer's Wrath, which replaces the idol. Now harms all foes within 3 tiles of D-Trick for 16 damage. On subsequent rounds, targets take 5 damage and 1 AP damage, but that requires D-Trick getting in close, which is not great. Or there's the Shield. Decreases damage by an additional 2 points. That seems better for how we're set up. Okay, she gets an upgraded trauma kit or a gun. Now, we're not really using range with Glory, so let's just give her an upgraded revive kit. And then Blitz gets pain suppression. While Blitz is jacked in, attacks on his physical body are reduced. Left side, you can see the other upgrades they get. Yeah. I don't think that doesn't change, though. Let's see. So, reduces damage on his physical body, that's fine. Nova Hot Targeting. Increased integrated tactical computing marks weak points in opponent's armor. His mark now reduces their armor by 2. Oh, that's fantastic. We're going with that. Alright, so we got Nova Hot Targeting, Trauma Specialist 2, Dragon Slayer's Shield, and Speed Loader. But nothing for Dante. So sad. Okay. So that's all our upgrades. Gonna save. Oh, right, I do have that karma to spend, don't I? That's 9. That's not a ton. We can increase... I'm tempted to just increase my body. Because this is... Yeah, that's not an ability, that's just the Troll Max. We could increase our dodge, which is honestly not bad. Although, actually, I think I might just increase willpower. Increase our chance to hit. We've been having a lot of trouble with our magic aim recently. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna boost our willpower. I don't need to, because I already bought, like, the best armor that is available. Armor 6 and 10 HP. As far as I know, it's the best armor that's currently available in this game from the sellers that are here. So yes, I did buy armor for her. Okay, right, so we need to save now that we have used our karma. And let's watch. The cool blue tones of the workstation's main menu fill the screen. A blinking message... Oh, that's just the default stuff. Okay. Read the contents of the chip. You slot the optical chip into the computer's waiting chip jack. On the screen, Alice's office blossoms into view. A half-second later, a real-time simulation of Alice appears, seated behind her mahogany desk. Something about it reminds you of a figure from a wax museum, lifelike but dead inside. It greets you with a facsimile of Alice's joyless smile. Customer name, Cassie. Its voice is hollow, synthetic, an automaton masquerading as a living woman, one who you've never even met in the flesh. Account number 10125579. Greetings, valued customer. I am an offline simulacrum of the Alice persona. I have been included on this chip to answer any questions that you might have about your information purchase. Oh, well, that's handy. Nifty piece of tech. Not now, Blitz. If you are ready to proceed, I will present Alice's findings. You may interrupt this presentation at any point by saying, Alice, I have a question. Is that the only thing you'll respond to, or can I talk to you like a normal person? The simulacrum hitches slightly. You may interrupt this presentation at any point by saying, Alice, I have a question. Okay, so it does require a specific trigger. That answers that. We're ready. Let's get this show on the road. Very well. Commencing presentation. The simulacrum goes rigid for a moment, then seems to relax. When it speaks, it sounds more natural, as though the real Alice is speaking through it. Alright, Cassie. I've got good news for you, and I've got bad news. Let's start with the good news. I found Vauclair, and he is alive. Thank God. The trail to your missing doctor was a long and slippery one. The fee that you paid me barely covers my costs for the job. I sent a team into the Socks on a fact-finding mission. I bribed government officials, I greased the palms of wage slaves at megacorps all across Europe. Each step I took eliminated possibilities, drew me a little bit closer, and finally I found the place where Vauclair is being held. The simulacrum makes a sweeping gesture with its right hand, and an image switchblades onto the screen. A grainy overhead photograph, annotated with map coordinates. You recognize it immediately. I bet it's the place that we tried to break into at the start of the game. This is where you'll find him. He's being held captive at a remote estate called the Harfeld Manor. You've gotta be kidding me. Yup. He was there the whole time? Glory says nothing. She just studies the photograph and nods. Okay, nobody tell me. I get it. This is something else that I missed. Okay. Alice, I have a question. Sure. The simulacrum hitches again, and you can feel the life drain out of it. It looks up at you robotically. You have a question. All right, please make your inquiry now. You said that Vauclair is being held at the estate. What evidence did you turn up to support that? One of my assets at Transys Neuronet provided me with a video feed dated 2053-1010. The feed was taken by a corporate surveillance drone. Playback commencing. The screen is filled with a grainy black and white video feed. You recognize the Harfeld Manor photographed from high above. The camera pushes in and the image sharpens. Through a barred ground-level window, you can see the shape of a stooped, emaciated figure. His body shows clear signs of neglect. The figure is unmistakable. It's Vauclair. 20 years older and worse for wear, his skin hangs loose on his bones and his cheeks are hollow. There is a distinctly gray pallor to his skin. That's Vauclair, all right. What's left of him, anyway. It doesn't look like they've been feeding him much. He shakes his head. Poor bastard. Another figure steps into frame behind Vauclair, an orc. He turns his head slightly, and his skin grafts catch the light. Vauclair slowly turns to face Odrin, and the video feed cuts out. The simulacrum stares at you impassively. Do you have another question? What else did you turn up about the Harfeld Manor? Seismological data and thermal imaging confirm the existence of a large hollow chamber under the estate. It is my suspicion that Dr. Vauclair is being held somewhere within the substructure. If First Wind has kept Vauclair trapped there for almost 20 years, she's got to have a reason for it. It takes effort and resources to lock a man away for that amount of time. So what's her endgame in all of this? Why not just kill him and be done with it? Malice? Revenge? Who knows? Remember, this was the man who shot her down. He sent her crashing into a radioactive wasteland. If somebody did that to me, I'd want to hurt him too, and I'd make it last. I think it goes deeper than that. According to Winter's DVD, Vauclair designed that experimental weapon that shot her down, and that weapon split her body from her essence. Glory glances down at her own steel and chrome arms and suppresses a shudder. If I had to guess, I'd say that she's trying to make him fix whatever he did to her. That's what makes sense to me. There's a moment of silence as the group processes Glory's suggestion. Before anyone can speak, the simulacrum cuts back in. Do you have another question? No more questions. Let's get on to the bad news. Very well. Feel free to interrupt again with any future inquiries. The simulacrum pauses, and a brief tremor washes over its body. Its eyes flutter, and you can hear the sound of your computer working to process more of the chip's data. Iger turns to address the team. If Vauclair's at Harfeld, we've got problems. The last time we broke into that place, they took Monica out. It was a miracle that any of you got out alive. Yeah, but now we know what's down there. This time we'll be prepared for it. We can handle this. Iger shakes her head. No, it'll be even worse this time. The first time we went in, we had the element of surprise on our side, but now they'll be expecting us. They're hunting us, remember? Their security team is going to be waiting for us, Dietrich. That Audrin bastard is going to be waiting for us. And even if we make it past them, we're going to have to deal with the dragon in the basement. Well, what else can we do? Cut and run? Last time I checked, that wasn't an option either. Even if it were, I wouldn't take it. I'm not running from this. Not after what they did here tonight. Okay. Yeah, none of us are, Glory, but Iger's right. We can't just go charging in there again, not without some kind of edge. The simulacrum jerks back to life. It resumes speaking, blissfully unaware of the conversation that it's cutting off. And now, Cassie, on to the bad news. You now know where Vauclair is, but rescuing him will not be possible. Alice, I have a question. He continues without waiting for a response. Why the hell not? In the course of my investigation, I encountered something terrifying in the Matrix. It was fast, cunning, and very definitely intelligent. I'm convinced that I only escaped because it let me go. It could have killed me in a heartbeat if it wanted to. That thing that I met is protecting the Harfeld Manor, and it's going after anyone who gets too close to what's happening in there. Alice, what did you see in there? What is going after these people? By way of explanation, I would like you to read the following document. The simulacrum makes another sweeping gesture, and the menu slides back onto the screen. This time, it's filled with text. What you're looking at is an archived forum discussion from the early days of the Shadowland BBS. Blitz stares at the screen. It isn't kidding, Chief. This discussion dates back to 2036. That's ancient history in the Deccan community. It probably isn't even correct to call these guys Deckers. Hackers would be a more appropriate term. When you're finished reading it over, say, Alice, I'm done, and we can continue. Let's read it. As you lean in to read, the text slowly begins to scroll up from the bottom of the screen. You all hear about that SK team that got crisped a few hours ago? A whole lab's worth of researchers, all burned and broken beyond recognition. Ugly stuff. At this point, who hasn't? Power spike. Got them right through their data jacks like a bolt of lightning to the brain. A 1 in a million accident is what they're saying. Can you believe that? Got a more plausible explanation? Yes, actually. It was a cleanup operation. Color me intrigued. What were they cleaning up? A secret project that Loftweir didn't want anything to do with. You might have heard rumors about it. The project name was Apex. And you've lost me. Apex, Clockwork? Seriously? That old line of Drek? I'm telling you, jokers, Apex is real. Or at least it was, until the Whizworm pulled the plug. Come on, Clockwork. We're still decades away from seeing a fully functional AI, you know that. Those Apex stories that have been floating around, they're just some conspiracy nut-sweat dream. Fine, keep your head in the sand. Some of us know the truth when we read it. Okay, Clock, I'll humor you, but riddle me this. If Loftweir had an armed and operational AI in his claws, why kill it? You remember what happened to most of Echo Mirage? The crash virus killed them, fried their brains, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. With the commercial release of the CDT-1000, some security firms are working on counter-intrusion software that could do the same thing. Black IC. You can look it up if you don't believe me. Whoa, scary stuff, man. Well, the goal of the Apex project was even scarier. IC waits for you to come to it. Apex wouldn't be bound by those restrictions. It could go out hunting, hit its targets when they least expect it. That's why they called it Apex. It was designed to be the apex predator of the digital world. And so, rather than using it to his advantage, Loftweir decides to kill it in its cradle? The Wizworm's no fool. Some things are too dangerous to play around with. How would you put that genie back in the bottle if it ever slipped out of your control? Answer, you couldn't. And then it would take over the world. Okay, this thread has officially gone off the rails. I'm closing it down for the good of mankind. Clockwork is one of the most antagonistic bastards in the entire franchise. He's a piece of shit, but he makes a lot of good points. However, it may be likely this is a different person with the same name. I do not know. Alright, Alice, I'm done. The simulacrum jerks back to life, then settles into a neutral pose. There are no official records in the Satyr Krupp database to support the existence of the Apex project, but the thing that I encountered was Apex. Of that, I am certain. Just as I am certain that Apex was responsible for the deaths of Monica Schaefer, Green Winters, Clockwork, Peregrine, and a score of other Deckers over the last 16 years. Blitz raises his hand. Hold up. Alice, I have a question. I thought they said that Loftweir killed Apex. They speculated as much, yes. They were wrong on that count. I do believe that Satyr Krupp was developing Apex as a tool for Matrix warfare. I am also convinced that the IT personnel who were killed were the Apex development team. But I don't think that Loftweir was responsible for their deaths. Apex killed them. That'd be my guess, yes. In the turmoil surrounding Loftweir's buyout of Satyr Krupp, a number of projects went missing. I believe that Apex was appropriated by a member of First Wind's organization at this point. It was then unleashed on its own development team to silence them. Since then, it has provided information control for the Firewing. A pet AI would explain how First Wind has managed to maintain her conspiracy and avoid detection for the past 2 decades. Anytime anyone gets close, the AI takes them out and scrubs the record clean. So there's your bad news, Cassie. Vauclair is being held at the Harfeld Manor, but knowing that does you no good because you can't approach the place. I doubt you could open the door without Apex frying you. We did last time. If they were trying to protect their secret. Like Audrin said, if we hadn't gone down into the basement, they'd have let us go. Apex didn't react to us until Monica attempted to force the door to the basement. And now that that cat's out of the bag, they have no reason not to pull out the big guns on sight. Dietrich grimaces. You're right, we can't go back while Apex is in place. The room falls into silence. Finally, Iger turns to you. What's the play, Cassie? Well, we can't turn back now. If Apex is standing between us and Vauclair, then we need to find a way to kill Apex. Fucking A, boss. I'm in. Did you hear that, Alice? Do you have any suggestions? The simulacrum hitches again. The pause stretches. Finally, it comes back to life. The AI has a kill switch, but Alice deemed any additional contact with Apex to be an unjustifiable risk. Attempting to reach the kill switch would be inadvisable. Save me the warnings. I'm going to kill this thing. I owe Monica that much. You and me both. Alice, tell us about Apex's kill switch. The simulacrum stares at you with dead eyes. Thanks to my close encounter with the AI, I was able to run a trace on it. Through the trace, I discovered the physical address of a backdoor access point for Apex's programming. An old Satyr Krupp research lab, long since abandoned and fallen into disrepair. The facility is now hotly contested gang territory. I have also determined that a kill switch for the AI exists somewhere in the basement of this facility. I will provide you with a physical address. I don't like the smell of this, Chief. It said that Apex let Alice escape. He turns to address the simulacrum on the screen. Alice, why would a Matrix warfare AI allow you to run a trace on it? It stares straight ahead. Its eyes are dead. I'm afraid that the answer to that question falls outside of the scope of my written parameters. The simulacrum stutters one final time, then looks up at you with an apologetic smile. You have now reached the end of this presentation. I have been encoded with a final message from Alice to Cassie. Playback commencing. The simulacrum's eyes go wide, and the life floods back into it. It stares directly at you. Cassie, if you didn't listen to me before, listen to me now. Drop this. Stop going after Vauclair, get out of Berlin, and stay out of the Matrix. I'm telling you this for your own good. That's all I have to say. I'm following my own advice. I'm out. Don't try to contact me again. The simulacrum reverts to its idle state, slumping like a puppet with its strings cut. Its eyes glaze over and its face goes slack. Then the screen cuts to black. So the dragon has a killer AI in charge of security. Can't say I'm surprised, but then nothing surprises me anymore. We know what killed Monica, we have a name for it, and we know how to kill it. That's good enough for me. We know what we have to do. We can either stand around talking about it, or we can go do it. Yeah, agreed. We shut down Apex, then we re-enter the estate and rescue Vauclair. He's the key to this whole thing. Sounds like a plan, boss. I still say that all of this is crazy talk, Chief. Taking on an AI isn't just a bad idea, it's suicide, so my vote is to cut and run. Blitz surveys the rest of the group, sees the determination in their faces. Finally, he sighs. But if you're really doing this, you'll want the best decker you can find along for the ride, and I guess that nominates me. Woo. Alice said that the kill switch is located in some old SK facility. Assuming that the site was shut down sometime after the Apex project disappeared, it could have stood empty for years, maybe decades. She also said that the building was in gang territory now. I wonder if it'll be anything like Das Kesselhaus was. God, I hope not. There's only one way to find out. Let's get prepped. This thing isn't gonna kill itself. Blitz glances at you. The worry is painted all over his face. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you'd better bring me along. You try going up against an AI without a Nova Hot Decker at your side, and you're probably gonna regret it. Iger begins her weapon check. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Whatever's there, we'll deal with it. First, we find our way into the basement. She peers through the scope on her sniper rifle. And then we kill the AI that killed Monica. Damn right. The team breaks to begin gearing up. As she slides a shell into her shotgun, Iger catches your eye. You did good out there defending the cruise bazaar. You've had our backs the entire way. Made good decisions. I appreciate that. Now you need to forgive yourself. You weren't out of position, Iger, and you know it. Iger scowls at the floor. Thanks. Can't do it, but thanks. Anyway, we should get back to it. We've got an AI to take out, after all. She pauses for a moment, frowning. Cassie, do me a favor and keep your eyes open on this one. We're walking into the unknown here. Makes me a little uneasy. Don't worry, Iger. I've got your back. She smiles, claps you on the shoulder. I know you do, and I've got yours. You've more than earned it. Let's get to work. Without another word, the troll slides her shotgun into the sheath on her back and turns to continue her pre-mission checklist. Alright, let's give Dante a cute little pat. Dante lifts his head and looks up at you mournfully. The feral aggression is gone from his eyes. He's changed, you can see it, but he's still Dante. So, Cassie, Dante was very helpful out there, but I am a bit concerned about his... He's now a companion you can bring with you on runs. Also a lot more goodies in the shops. Oh, cool, so I'll have to check that out next time. About his... let's see. Fire breathing, pretty cool trick. Ability to petrify people that he doesn't like and then rend their flesh with tooth and claw. No. Fire breathing, pretty cool trick, don't you think? It is handy, it's not hard to argue. He's not a normal dog, not by a long shot. Is he possessed? I assume you've checked his aura and discovered he's part hellhound. Monica trained him for months to be combat ready. We had a hellhound in the house and Monica didn't tell us? For months? Cassie has him under control. Dante performed well in the field. Followed commands flawlessly. I have no concerns. Welcome to the team, Dante. Alright, Dante's on the team. We have learned the good news and the bad news and the ugly news. And I think that it is time for us to call it for the night. Thank you everyone for coming. I really do appreciate y'all being here. Especially after I had to unfortunately skip the Friday stream. But we are now back in business. Tomorrow we are going to be continuing with the Witch Spring R epilogue. I'm not sure how long it is, but we're gonna play that through to the end. So that should be a lot of fun. I enjoyed it the first time, and it's fun again now. So yeah, Thursday will be more Digimon. Friday will be more Pathfinder finally. So yeah, come back and hang out if any of that's your bag. So yes, again, thank you everyone for coming. I hope that you all have a very nice night. I need to go and get some sleep. I'll see you guys all tomorrow for more Witch Spring. Have a very nice evening.